Okay, so a little bit more of what we're doing. Yamaha V Star XVS 1100 Silverado package. It's actually the classic with the windshield, the saddlebags, the studded leather seats, the chrome accessories, the flat floorboards. What we're doing is we're getting ready to put a trike kit on here. Art in Motion is doing the setup of it, and American Trike is actually doing the work. I need to send them my swing arm, my final drive, and the gear off the wheel itself, and then they'll cut and customize that swing arm to fit the independent suspension that they're going to put on it, and then they'll affix the gear to it and the final drive, and then they'll box it up, send it back to me. Well, before they can do that, I got to get it off the bike. So we're going to start with, I'm going to take the saddlebags off. You can see it's still covered with my winter's dust. Take the seats off just to make it easier to see. And then we'll take the exhaust off. We'll do this on both sides. And then we'll start taking that wheel off to lift the bike up. It's easier if you got a jack or if you got some blocks. I do have a motorcycle jack. However, if you own a V-Star, we all know that the motor sticks out into the bottom. So I got to make some little adapters on my jack to make that work. So let's just start with, we'll get these saddlebags off. There's 4 bolts in here. They're all Allen head. Take these bottom ones out first. And it's just the bolt. The washer is built into the framework of the saddlebag itself. Don't worry about losing that. And like I said, 2 bolts across the bottom, 2 on the top. Second bolt off the bottom. Get the 2 off the back. And we'll take the saddlebag suspension, the framework, and everything off. Maybe someone on eBay will want them. They're actually very, very nice. They're basically waterproof. So that's all the bolts on there. And then it just lifts off. As you can see, this is where the 2 top bolts were. 2 bottom bolts. As you can see, pretty much mint condition. The other side, other than being dusty, the buckles will show. It's actually a quick connect under here. Of course, that rattling you're hearing is the screws inside. So there's the right hand saddlebag. Now we'll take the seat off. Actually, I'm going to make sure you can see what's going on. Move you up here a little closer. There's an acorn nut back here on the passenger seat. Take that off. And there's another socket head screw in the middle. And this one, the washer does come with it. This should just slide out from under. Goes under the brackets. Alright, so that was the passenger seat. We'll move up here and we'll take the main seat off. I already went ahead and loosened it while you were on break. Take this bolt out the rest of the way. It's just that one that holds it. kind of lift up the back and see how easy that came out. Too bad it doesn't go back that easy. With these two little pieces here, slide right up under those two, and then of course that bolt in the back. Now if you look at that, just a little thin piece of, that's just aluminum. If you look down here on the saddlebag frames, you see that? There you go. 1/4 inch thick steel plate holding the damn saddlebag on. Piece of aluminum holding your ass on the bike. Anyway. Alright, well I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take the other saddlebag off. Make sure you can see what I'm talking about. There we go. Take the other saddlebag off. And then we'll start in on these frames. The framework that holds the saddlebags on. Then we'll take the mufflers off. Then we'll start in on the jack, get it lifted up, start in on the wheel itself. We'll come back as soon as I get this other bag off. See, we got the saddlebag off the passenger, or left. We got this bracket off. We should have to take the foot bracket off. I left that on for the footrest, so you can see that here real quick. I did pull the little buttons here for the fender, and I'll get to that here in a moment. Let's go ahead and get this off. The exact same thing on the left hand side. Just gonna get those real loose. Get this footrest off. There's also a little two other Allen wrench heads behind there holding that saddlebag on. Two bolts, put them back in so they don't get lost. And we'll take these two off and then finish taking those two out. Now, if you're worried about scratching your pipes, you can throw a towel or a rag or something over it. I got my fingers in the way, so I ain't too worried about it. I wonder if they're long enough. The threads in like 7 threads out of that whole thing. Alright, we'll finish taking this off. And you can see I'm kind of holding it up so it doesn't drop down and hit the exhaust or anything. Alright, that one's out. I have a little spacer there drop. Put that here real quick. Alright, so what you heard drop was this little spacer. Goes on that bolt. And it goes through everything. And it's just a lot of dust. All the chrome, saddlebag. fall off. All right. And well, we'll be back.